Wait, you feel that? That exciting thing in you that wants to see what happens next. Well, that's called dopamine. Don't worry, I'll show the rest of the video somewhere in the middle. Grabbing your phone first thing in the morning, scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, and then you stumble across a girl dancing on the explore page and you're like, just one more scroll, it doesn't hurt, right? Next thing you know, you already spent 2 hours on the bed and you've beat your meat twice. Or in other words, off. You feel like crap and the next thing you do is watch self-improvement video for some time and you find yourself watching a cow dancing video for the third time because it is much more exciting. Here's the thing, your attention span is getting shorter and shorter. You cannot even focus on one thing at a time now. And you want to prove me wrong? You're probably scrolling through the home page right now while watching my videos, or you're probably browsing through the recommended videos or browsing through the comment section, even though there's no comment right now. Alright, aside from that, aside from all the joke, how can you actually separate all the noises that is in today's world? In fact, how can you take advantage and win in this attention economy era? I did that 5 years ago and last year I made more than $10,000 a month. And even though I made $10,000 a month, but that didn't stop me from making a mistake. It all happened 3 years ago. I woke up at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and I didn't get up straight away. I just scrolled through my phone for an hour or two. Next thing I know is that it's already 12 p.m. by that time and I really couldn't do anything other than scrolling through my phone, scrolling through TikTok when it first came out. Again, I said that your attention span is getting shorter and shorter, which means your attention is getting much more valuable than ever. And if you actually pay attention, pay a really close attention in today's world, especially in social media and technology, they are all fighting in order to get your attention. Social media like TikTok and Instagram, they're testing new features, new algorithm every single day in order to keep you hooked for as long as possible. I downloaded TikTok just for sake to prove this. See, when you're pressing the quit button, it doesn't actually quit the application, but instead, it refreshes a whole new set of video for you to watch, keeping you occupied for as long as possible. And if you scroll through explore page on Instagram, you'll notice that there are like literally endless of new videos for you to watch. Now, how do we actually overcome this? Because this is a real problem that not a lot of people talk about. There are 3 simple solutions that is very straightforward and literally it explains itself. Number 1 is to limit your screen time. I talked about this in the previous video. If you want to watch fully about it, I'll link it down below. Number 2 is to follow accounts that make you feel better in a certain way. And number 3 is to exchange screen time with good habits like reading books, going to the gym, meditate, learn an instrument, and so many other things that you can try in life. You really have to understand that there is no such thing in life that is much more valuable than your own time. Let's say there's a very wealthy man, he's in his 70s, he's a multi-millionaire, but the thing is, he is terminally ill and only have a few years to live, because if we take a look at the data, is that, you know, average human life expectancy is to be 70 years old to 75 years old. So let's just say he has 5 more years to live. The question is, and I want you to be very honest with me right now, if he's offering you 99% of his wealth, of his money to trade life with you, him being 70 years old and you, wait, how old are you? But anyway, let's just assume that you're 18 years old, right? Would you like to trade your life with him for, let's just say, $50 million? I bet 99% of you would say no, for one clear apparent reason. The reason probably being is that all the money in this world doesn't mean anything if you only have a few years left to live. But the real question is, why you're giving your time away so easily for just playing video games, watching TikTok, watching prawn for several hours every single day? I mean, think about it. You're literally giving away hours of your life every single day. Now, going back to the story, you can learn one thing is that you can make a lot of money, but you cannot get time back. And it's really such a shame for you and me to just spend this time into something that doesn't even benefit us, but in fact, it just makes us even worse and worse for our mental health and our physical health. You really have to understand that every time before you're doing something, ask yourself this question: is it worth the time, the effort, and the attention that I will be putting? Oh yeah, by the way, here's the video that you wanted to watch before. Enjoy. Now I wonder how you feel after watching the video. Do you feel bad now because you just wasted your time again, or do you feel good? Just let me know down in the comments below. I want to talk about producing and consuming on social media. 5 years ago, I built a brand on Instagram, now with 700,000 followers, and have made more than $10,000 a month from that business. And honestly, you can also follow the path that I'm walking right now if you focus on creating more than you're consuming. Social media is as addictive as it can get. If you actually step back and look from a producer's perspective, you'll notice that attention equals load of cash. And I talked about this before, social media is keeping the users stay in their platform for as long as possible. You can use it to your advantage if you produce good and valuable content out there. Honestly, if you were to compare you right now that is not making any money and me, you and I are not so far apart. The only difference between you and me is how we use our time, and specifically how we use social media. The real question is, what if from now on you actually exchange your time from scrolling several hours a day on TikTok into producing valuable content out there? What if you dedicate this year fully into just making content, figuring out what works and what not, focus on providing value? And trust me, you'll go far by the end of this year. If you want a proof, this is an ongoing proof, which is my channel right now. I'm uploading video every single week, and you can see that I'm actually exchanging my time from scrolling through TikTok, and right now I'm making content on YouTube. So I did this and see how far I can go by the end of this year. Let this be an ongoing proof that if you just exchange something bad into something good, for the long run, something amazing will happen. If I can do it, then you can too. If you go easy in life, then life will be hard. But if you go hard in life, then life will be easy. You need to find the comfort in discomfort. See you in the next video. Cheers.